May I please ask the youngsters to cooperate with us by not making noise? Please.
Right, thank you very much, and good morning to ladies and gentlemen and youngsters at the back. Even though you are quite far back there, I will endeavour to include you as best as I can, because I hope the session is going to be useful for absolutely everyone. A brief introduction to what I'm going to be covering, and the best way I thought I could do this, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Web 2.0. It's just a terminology that talks about the web, and there's a thing on the web that's called a cloud tag. And different words can illustrate which things are important and which things aren't important. So I put up a cloud tag of some of the things in my life that are important. And I think it's important that I have a brief intro, because if you don't know who I am, then you won't believe me. And once you do know who I am, you probably will believe me less, but at least me have an attempt. Right. The first thing I'm involved in is at the University of KwaZulu-Natal in the School of Information Systems and Technology. And we do a lot of research there, and I run a program called the Next Ed program. It's about how do we take education to the next level. Most of the people in this room, and I don't even have to do a survey, I'm pretty certain. Okay, let's do a quick survey. It's participated. Now, I'm going to guess what's going to happen in the front half and the back half. If you have a Facebook account, just raise your hands. Facebook account. There we go. Right, all the back people, all the students, excellent. Some of the front people are saying, face who? Right. Young people today are learning in environments like Facebook or Twitter. And we run this program called Next Ed, where we try and use these environments to teach people in a new and innovative way. And if you are so inclined, you can go and visit www.nexted.info and find out more about what we're doing at the university in that area. Right, then I also run a lot of sessions, and that's not what this session's on trying to make people aware of the issues and dangers of technology. And go to schools and churches and various places where we run sessions on making, especially high school kids, aware of what the risks are. Facebook is great, but a lot of people use it irresponsibly. For example, this is a free lesson for the guys at the back there. If you upload a photo, had a bit too much to drink one night, and you upload the photo and you think it's funny, and the next morning you look and you go, oh no, why did I do that? And you delete it. That photo never leaves. It might leave Facebook, it doesn't leave the web. If you go to that website, internetdangers.org, I'll show you an actual example. I deleted a photo weeks and weeks ago, and it's still there. But these are the lessons that young people need to learn. And so I run sessions on that to try and help people learn those very important lessons. The next aspect of my life, I love exercise. I'm a very sort of exercise-y type person, and especially exercising in South Africa. To me, that's absolutely critical. Right, now I'm sure this is going to get just about everyone's hands up now. How many of you have run the Comrades Marathon? Come on, don't be shy. Oh, there's a few at the back there. Excellent, right. Fantastic. Okay. So that's one of my passions. In fact, I don't know why. Last night I dreamt I ran it, and it was a beautiful run, so it must have been a dream. Because normally it's pretty exhausting. But I love getting involved in exercise, especially running. And that little photo, if you can see it there, is a photo when I was running in one of the game reserves up in northern Natal here. Absolutely beautiful game reserve called Pinda, and we got to run with the giraffes, staring at them in the face. It was unbelievable. And to try and promote South Africa, I started a group that's called Facebook, obviously, .com/I love South Africa. Okay, raise your hand if you don't love South Africa. Okay, good. Right, so you should be a member of that group, because you do like South Africa. And the idea with the group is to try and promote South Africa and tell people about how absolutely awesome it is. And if we're just positive, and that's what we're going to be doing today, be positive about these things, we can make such a huge change. And obviously the World Cup was a big example of that. So, and then the last part of my life, I've had to summarize it in 4 short parts, is my passion about our ability to use the power that lies within us to change things for good. And that's what we're going to be looking at this morning. And I have an organization that's called Power to Be, but it's all about vision and the power of vision. And we've got so many visionary people in this room that if we harness the power in the right way, we can make an absolutely huge impact. And so that's what we're going to look at today. Right now, I would normally go around the entire room and ask you all to tell me about yourselves. But with like 5,000 people in here, that would take a little too long. So I assume that you're all pretty clever, intelligent, switched on, especially the guys at the back. because there are some deep mathematical concepts we're going to share, which I was told wouldn't be a problem. Okay, good. I see everyone's eyes glazed over at that moment. Right, but to start with, it's early morning, and for a lot of you, just roll out of bed, gotcha, like, oh man, it starts early. So there's a brain teaser just to warm up the brain. Okay, so it's pretty simple stuff. Let's see who can get that. Right, what is that? Yeah, I know it's 7. What else? Come on, you've got to be creative. This is the brains of the country here. Forget Gauteng and all those other places. This is where the brains of the country resides, in KwaZulu-Natal. What is that? Okay, I'll help you. I'll show you the first one. 7 up. Okay, 7 and going up. Got it. Right, got the idea. Okay, now you got the idea. You can tell me what this one is. Yeah, now split timing, split what? Which one split? Split second timing. Oh, fantastic. Split second timing. Right, one more, just to get the brains finally warmed up. How about that one? Yeah, what's wrong with the word weather? That's right, it's the spelling. A bad spell of weather. Right, fantastic. I think it's about the fastest I've had those things solved. It does help having a whole lot of people together. Right, okay, you're feeling warm. If you aren't, we can stand up and do a couple of little aerobic exercises, so I enjoy those as well. Right. You recognize that guy? Yeah. Old Albert. Not Lutuli, this is Einstein. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. And that's so true. The power to imagine, the power to believe in the unseen. And what I'm going to show you today is that this is not just imagination, it has a scientific impact on things in our lives. And if we can just harness it, the value is absolutely huge. So, I think there's one thing that's absolutely certain, and I don't think there's any of us who disagree, that the World Cup which we just had was absolutely unbelievable.